Hello everyone, my name is Franco Pucci. I'm the technical consultant for the STS Association. Welcome to Training Video Series 2, where we will explore the companion specifications. I hope you find these videos helpful. In this video, we will look at the STS202-6 companion specification. Please refer to the relevant document for detailed descriptions. And this document is the STS202-6, Additional Requirements for Vending Systems. This addendum to IEC 62055-41 specifies additional requirements for the operation of vending systems. Two warnings are introduced, a vending key expiration warning and a vending key refresh warning. In addition to this, vending systems are classified in support of IEC 62055-41 to allow the generation of vending, engineering, and key change tokens, individually or in combination. So let's look at the key refresh and expiry warning. The STS600 KMC, in conjunction with the keyload file, KLF as it's better known, allows for vending keys to be expired and refreshed periodically within the expiry time window when using the STS6 API transfer protocol. The generation of a vending key for a supply group code calls for a key use expiry date to be entered into the KMC each time a key is generated by the Key Management Center. This key use expiry date determines the date on which the key will become permanently unusable on the security module for which the keyload file is generated. The key refresh date, on the other hand, determines on which date the vending key will become temporarily unusable until such time that it is refreshed by the Key Management Center, if it has not permanently expired, of course, by requesting a new keyload file containing the refreshed key. So the first one shows us when a vending key will expire, period, permanently, and the second one, the key has expired but only temporarily, and you need to refresh that key periodically by issuing or requesting a new vkload request from the security module, sending it to the KMC. The KMC then answers you back with a vkload response, and this has the effect of refreshing the keys in your security module. So how does it work? The operator of the vending system may have no knowledge of these expiry or refresh dates. It is therefore necessary for the vending system to warn the operator that the vending key is about to expire or is due for refreshment. This will trigger the process for refreshing the vending keys. The implementation of key refresh and expiry warnings in the vending systems is mandatory where the IUT or EXP attributes are present in the keyload file. That's the issued until or expiry. The KMC stores vending key expiry dates and places the IUT and EXP attributes in the keyload file where these attributes are associated with the vending key. Let's look at some of the key attributes that are relevant in the specification. IUT, issue until date. This attribute gives an absolute date after which a particular security module may no longer use the vending key for any purpose. In other words, it is the drop dead date for that vending key. EXP, vending key use expiry date. This is the date and time after which the KMC no longer makes this key available to any HSM by means of a keyload file generated for the vending key in question. The key use authorization expiry date. This is the date on which the authorization from the supply group owner to use the vending key in a particular HSM expires. And this is typically used for people who want to allow, say, a sub-vendor to use their supply group code for a fixed period, let's say a year, for a contract, for example. Then you set this key use authorization expiry date to the end of the contract date, after which time the security module will no longer use that supply group code or that vending key to issue tokens. The key use authorization refresh period. This is the period within which the vending key must request another keyload file from the Key Management Center in order to refresh the security module with a new key use authorization refresh period, failing which the security module will inhibit the use of the particular vending key by that particular HSM. Again, this is a key revocation method. And if we take an example of a security module being stolen with a refresh period of say 30 days, then that security module will only be allowed to use that key for 30 days. Because if you report this to the KMC, after the 30 days, if they get a VK load request from the security module, they just merely don't service it. Key expiry warning. This warning refers to the EXP attribute of the vending key. The key expiry date is the date upon which the key will become unusable by a particular security module for one of the following reasons. The vending key use expiry date has expired. The key use authorization date has expired. It shall not be possible to manually disable this warning, but it shall reset automatically as soon as the vending key is refreshed. So in other words, the point of sale gives the operator a message saying you have 30 days to refresh your keys. Once they are refreshed, then that resets and they have another refresh period to be able to use the keys. 30 days or more prior to any of the above expiry dates, the vending system must indicate to the approaching expiry date, giving the operator a warning each day until such time as the key is refreshed. Upon that time, then the whole reset period is reset. The key refresh warning. This warning refers to the issue until date attribute of the vending key. 30 days or more prior to the key use authorization refresh period expiry, the vending system must indicate the time remaining to the expiry of the key refresh period each day. And this warning will be reset upon receiving a keyload file containing a refreshed vending key and a new UIT. And it shall not be possible to manually disable this warning, but it shall reset automatically as soon as the vending key is refreshed. If we have a look now at vending key classification, a vending key system may provide any combination of one or more of the functions listed in the table, and the corresponding classification letter may be displayed on the STS logo. You have three classes. You have a V, an E, and a K. The V is for vending, the E is for engineering, and the K is for key change. In the description, the V is for vending of credit tokens, the engineering is for vending of management tokens, and the K is for the vending of key change tokens. Compliance tests will be done according to the classification specified by the applicant. Now, if we look at key change support, IEC 62055-41 edition 3 allows for the support of a key change pair and optionally a key change triplet. Support in a point of sale device, however, is not specified. The first two tokens of the key change triplet are identical to the key change token pair with the exception of the reserved bit. The reserved bit is undefined in a key change pair and can therefore have a value of 0 or 1 when using a key change pair. For a key change triplet, the reserved bit indicates whether the key change contains 2 or 3 key change tokens. Legacy payment meters should therefore accept either a 2 or 3 key change set. The problem that exists, however, is the following. A legacy payment meter may receive a key change triplet, and after the user enters the first 2 tokens, the meter performs the key change since it expects only 2 tokens. When the third token is entered, the payment meter may enter a second key change operation, which is undesirable and may lead to errors on the payment meters. It is therefore mandatory that a point of sale support at least the generation of a key change pair and optionally a key change triplet. This brings us to the end of this part of the video series. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope to see you for the rest of the video series. Goodbye and see you again soon.